What's up, guys? It's your boy Zion, and I wanted to bring you this quick little video. I'm chilling here at the tower, but I wanted to bring you a video on a couple of the chest farms that I go ahead and do on a regular basis to go ahead and get things, especially since I got an exotic helmet that uses Relic iron, which is one of the harder things to find, and I just got a bunch of gear that requires me to find Spinmetal. So I've been doing a couple farms looking for that, so I figured I'd share where I go, and hopefully you guys can use these to get whatever you need. So the first place we're going to go to is go to Orbit here from the tower. Look at the fucking amazing background here in Destiny. And we're going to go to Orbit, and I'm going to take you down to Earth. I'm going to Earth just because I need Spinmetal. With the Queen's Wrath gear that I have that helped me get up to the level I'm at, I need Spinmetal to level it up, and especially with, I just got a new legendary gun that uses Spinmetal as well. So we'll do a patrol on Earth and take off for that. We're going to have a long ass loading screen where we get to go ahead and sit here and chat in an awkward fashion, I guess, because Destiny has these wonderful loading screens where you think it's going to be awesome flying and stuff, and it's really not, especially after like the 300th time of seeing your own ship fly through the same orbit of the same planet to the same spawn point in the same location. But we're going to go ahead and drop down into Earth, and from the spawn point we're going to head over to the Divide, which isn't a too long trip, but over in the Divide there's a bunch of places you can check. Now I'm going to check this one cave. I've been checking it since I first started playing, and I don't think I've gotten anything yet. So let's go ahead, look around. No chest. Awesome. So I always check there hoping I'll get lucky or something, and never do. So let's go ahead, hop off our little sparrow, and we'll come up here. We'll go ahead, summon a new one, and first thing is check up there. Up in that top right corner, on top of the pipe, there's a chance for a chest to spawn. Then we'll go ahead and cruise through here, and we'll head over to the Divide. Now, I like going to the Divide because it's a small area where you have a really good chance for chests to spawn in. And there's a lot of places for Spinmetal to spawn just randomly too. So what we're going to do is keep cruising through this little building. It's a little tight and hard to control on the Sparrow, but it's not too bad once you get the hang of it. And then we're going to cruise over to this first building here on our left. We'll hop off, and there's two places in here you can check. There's Spinmetal that spawns here in this back corner, and then you can also check, if you go around these dumpsters and stuff, there's a chance for a chest to spawn right here. So it's not there. So let's move on to the next spot. Run back here into this little alcove, and of course nothing. We're doing it live, so just my luck, I'll probably not find a single chest. Next, you want to run on back past all these buildings and check back here, because here's a chest right here in this corner. So we'll go ahead, keep running through and check back here. Nothing there. You want to check in this dumpster. Sometimes it spawns right there. If there's nothing there, we can go ahead and move on to the next spot, which is right behind me. Let me clear out those enemies so they don't go ahead and just keep shooting me. And there's a good chance that a chest will spawn in here. Still don't see anything, so we'll go ahead and move on to the next location, which is, if we run all the way over, there's a place where the chest can spawn right over here. And if we slide back, there it is. So that's my quick little loop. You can go ahead and run that as much as you want. I'm sure there's probably a few other places, like if you run back here and cut through a random building and stuff, there's probably a few other places where chests can spawn. But I just like running to those 4 locations, and hopefully things work out. I know I get tons of Spinmetal, just like this random little bit we found here. But I got tons of Spinmetal from this, was able to level up my legendary gear and everything and have tons of resources just by doing that, and just run back to this start location and start again. We'll go ahead and do an extra run just to see if they spawn in any new locations. So we'll check back in this corner. No chest. Run back into this little cave here. Or I shouldn't say cave, it's a little room. But nothing there. Go ahead, run through, check back in this little corner here. Nothing there. Keep coming around this back part. Checking the dumpster, still nothing. Run into this little room over here. We already got the one in here. So, here's a little bit of spin metal. You can always check here too. But as long as you kind of make this wide path out to this next room, you should be good. So we'll go ahead, check this room, and then run around that building again. See if anything spawned over there. And I don't see anything. So I'll go ahead and I'll see you guys in just 1 second when I'm ready to show you the next route. So give me 1 second and I'll be back, guys. Okay guys, we're back. We're here on Mars, and this is actually where you look for relic iron. They're impossible to see though, so we're gonna go ahead and just farm for chests instead of looking for actual relic iron to go ahead and grab right out here in nature. And oh, come on, land it, land it. Damn, I suck. Okay, no, Sparrow, come back. Okay, so we're back on our Sparrow. We can go ahead and move along. I always look up in that corner because there's a chance to spawn, but we're gonna head down into the city here on Mars. So go ahead and go down this little ramp through all these broken, I don't even know what the structure would be called, but through all this broken shit. And I always check this back corner because there's a high chance for it to spawn, just like it is right up here. We'll go ahead and grab this. You can do this every time you first come to this farm, because there's actually a lot of good places to farm for this. So go ahead, check up in that top corner. I think that's a chest. Nope, just this thing, but I know there is a chance for a chest to spawn up here. So we'll go ahead, and there's actually two farms. I'm going to show you the most reliable one. The second one that isn't as reliable is up here too, but what you would do for that one is come into this room here, check back here, there's usually a chest in here, and then you would go ahead, hop back on your Sparrow. Or actually for this we can go ahead and ignore the Sparrow because it's actually pretty close. There's a chance for one of the relic iron to spawn right here in the midst of all these enemies. We'll grab that, and then a chest right in here. And then you go ahead, dip out, ignore all those guys unless you want to kill them and waste your ammo and stuff. Check in this little room back here. If nothing's there, you can go ahead and come back into this back corner. This back corner shouldn't be a chest, but there is a chance for a random relic iron shard to be back here. But that's the one farm I do, and I'll go ahead and show you the more reliable one. So the more reliable one is further into the city where you actually fight the Vex and stuff. So you want to keep moving past that farm, go through the second tunnel, and you're going to come down to where you fight the Vex later in the story and stuff. And it's actually pretty dark down here and a little hard to navigate if you're not used to it. So you come down and avoid that left side because there's a kill wall that sucks. And what you want to do is just cruise on over here, over this dune, and check in this back corner. Usually there's some either up here to the left, or you can always check right over here, right at the edge of the map. There's a chance for it to spawn. So if there's nothing there, that's where a shard would spawn. Then there's a chance for one to spawn right here next to those cars. And then you come over here, hop off your speeder right after these steps, and move into this area over here to your left. There's a shard right here in this corner. There's a chance for that to spawn in here. And then there's a room right over here. So just follow where I'm going. Don't go into that room yet, and just come back here. And there's this room here. There's a chance for a chest to spawn in here. If we go back to the way we came in, there's a room here to my left. You just have to go back a little bit. And this room, there's another chance for a chest to spawn. Like I said before, I don't have too much good luck when I'm doing stuff live, so hopefully a chest spawns at one of these locations, because it would be a real shame for anything to happen. Now, there's a chance, and I don't usually go up here, but if you can get up to this top area, there's a chance for a chest to spawn on top of this little structure here. You can always check it if you feel like taking the extra time. I don't usually, because it's a pain in the ass to get to. And then over here, you have to watch out because the enemies spawn in this cave. But there's a chance for relic iron to be up there. and then there's a chance for a chest in here. If there's no chest in here, then keep moving on to the next room, which is further down to your left. There's this room here when you first walk in, and here's a chest. Thank God one spawned, or you guys would be calling me a liar for not getting the chest live. And then you just want to roll out here to your left. Go ahead and keep going to these next set of stairs where there's more Vex spawning in, and that's the one problem with this spawn, is more enemies spawn in. So you do go ahead and get bombarded by stronger enemies. Just take them out. If you have any kind of exotic like I do, they're pretty easy to take out. And then you want to watch this back spawn here. So we'll go ahead, clear these guys out. They should be pretty easy to take out, since you should be a higher level than everyone. And you want to run into the room where they just spawned. So if there's no chest in here, we'll keep moving. It's kind of a square circular room. Don't jump down there because it's a kill box. It'll instantly kill you. And then you want to run through this little hallway. There's a door coming up here on my left. You want to go in here. Sometimes the chest will spawn in here if you're lucky. And then on the way out, make sure you check all these little cracks and stuff where the pipes are, because chests can spawn there. And then you want to go around this back part here. And there's going to be a room over here to my right. You could check. If you run back in here, there's a room right over here to the left. I always check that other door because I think there's going to be one, but this is where there's the chance for a chest spawn to be. There's no room over here. I constantly check because I think there's going to be, but there's really not. And then you come back to this area where you first entered out of the tunnel, which is right over there, and you just run it again. And those are the 3 chest farms that I go ahead and do in Destiny, especially if I'm looking for Relic Iron, which is really hard to get, and Spinmetal, because Spinmetal is pretty easy to get, but if you have that farm going, you can get tons of it in a really quick amount of time and go ahead and turn it in. And if you look right over there, you can see where the Relic Iron spawned right next to those cars, which I showed you earlier. But thank you guys for watching. I hope this video helped you out a little bit and helped you find a good way to farm up some of those resources to upgrade your gear and things like that. If it did, be sure to leave a like, a comment, a favorite, or subscribe. Any kind of feedback really would help me out and things like that. So like I said, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helped someone out. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys later.